Hello, good morning, dear students. This is Pratap Hegde taking Monetary Economics subject for third semester BCom. This is my second class. So, in the previous class, I had discussed about what the meaning of money is and how the money was originated over the time. So, we studied about paper money, metallic money, commodity money, barter trade, and all kinds of system of money. And now we are going to study about the types of money. So basically you understand about what the meaning of money is. So according to G. Crowther, as I already told, money is anything that is generally accepted as a medium of exchange and at the same time acts as a measure and a store of value. So money is anything which is generally accepted as a medium of exchange. So in order to take trade place, in order to make the transaction we need money, and in order to buy goods and services we have to uh, provide money. So money acts as a general medium of exchange. So we are going to study about the types of money here. There is a little chart that distinguishes or differentiates the various types of money. So there are mainly two types of money. First one is state money and the second one is bank money. So what do you mean by state money? State money, it has the legal sanction in the discharge of the debts. So state money is legal and it is in discharge of the debts. So state money or paper money or legal tender money, it consists of coins and paper notes issued by the authority. So these coins and notes are perfectly liquid assets which can be used for purchasing any commodity. So state money is anything which is issued by the authority or issued by the government, which acts as a very liquid transaction commodity. So second one is bank money. Bank money, on the other hand, consists of all credit instruments such as check, drafts, and bills of exchange. So it consists of checks, uh, drafts like demand drafts, and also bills of exchange. This bank money is not very liquid. It acts as money, it acts as a substitute to money, but they are not very liquid. So in any transaction we cannot use bank money as a medium of exchange. First we need to convert it to money and then we can provide it in the any transaction place. They merely represent money, so they are not exactly money, they just represent or they acts as a substitute to the money. Then coming to the types of money in state money, there are another two types of money in state money. As I told, first one is metallic money and the second one is paper money. So in this chart we can clearly see the metallic money and paper money. So metallic money is made by metal. So metallic money means all kinds of coins, maybe 50 paise coin, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, and maybe 10 rupees coin also. So it is called as metallic money. And second one is paper money. Paper money means paper notes of the currency like 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 500 and 2000 rupee paper money. Yet again, in metallic money there are two types. First one is full bodied money and second one is token money. So in the chart it is clearly mentioned. First one is in metallic money, that is full bodied money, and the second one is token money. So what do you mean by full bodied money? Full bodied money is a coin whose face value is equal to its intrinsic value. So full bodied money is a coin which has the face value equal to its intrinsic value. So the best example for the full bodied money is the old Victorian type, old Victorian coin. It is made of silver, which has the face value of 1 rupee, and it contained the silver worth exactly 1 rupee. So the intrinsic value, that means the actual value of the coin, and the face value of the coins are equal. For example, if the 1 rupee coin was made of 1 rupee valued steel, that would be called full bodied money. And on the other hand, the token money is a coin which has the face value which is more greater than the its intrinsic value or the actual value of the coin. That means the face value is much greater than the metal used in making the coin. So the metal used in making the coin is very less equal to the face value that is mentioned on the coin. So nowadays the token coins are in running. They are used greatly. The intrinsic value will be much lesser than the actual face value on the coin. So in our country, the government issues this currency. Government uses less metal for producing the coin, for minting the coins, which has much greater value than the actual metal used in the minting of the coin. Then in state money, there are convertible paper money and fiat money. You can see here the convertible money, the convertible paper money, and the fiat money. The paper money, which is convertible either into gold and silver or into metallic coins, is called the convertible paper money. Convertible paper money is convertible into gold or silver or into any kinds of metallic coins. The advantage of convertible paper money are first one, this type of money gains the confidence of the people. So this kind of money will gain the confidence of the people. The people will have confidence on these kinds of money. And second advantage is it prevents the monetary authority from over issuing it. So it prevents the monetary authority from over issuing it. Another name for convertible paper money is representative money. So it has another name, it is representative money, as it just represents a certain quantity of metal and is convertible into it any time. Then coming to fiat money, when the paper money circulates because of the fiat or the authority of the state, it is called the fiat money. It is not convertible into gold and silver. This type of money is accepted as a medium of exchange with the hope or desire that it may be accepted by others also. So it does not hold the confidence of the people. It is just on the hope. It runs only on the hope of the people that it will be accepted by others. So this is the type of money from the state money. And coming to the second type, that is bank money. There are three types of bank money. First one is checks, second one is drafts, and third one is bills of exchange. So these are all the monetary instruments that are issued by the banks, which acts as a substitute or subsidiary to the money. So these are very safe because these checks or drafts or bills of exchange do not hold the actual value. They do not consist of actual money. So these three has more benefits than carrying the actual money. So in case if the checks get torn out, in case if the check is lost, or in case the drafts are lost, there is no need to worry. Just we can inform the bank or inform the authority which issues it, and we can get the refund from it. So it is not in the case like in money. So if once it is lost, if it is not found, it will be a very big loss. So check, drafts, and bills of exchange, are the types of money which are issued by the banks. Therefore, it is called as bank money. So, these are more meritorious than the liquid form of money or any other kind of money. So, I hope you have understood. If you want to take notes, I have also provided the notes here, so you can take the screenshot also. So these are the notes regarding state money, bank money, full bodied money, and token coins. So if you can take the screenshot of the video, then you can easily take down the notes. So the last slide is regarding the convertible and fiat money. So that's all for now. I'll continue the next topics in the next video. Thank you.